Um, Greetings, this is take two. I tried to go live just a moment ago, but got interrupted through a signal. Those are signals that we can't control. It just happens, right? But last week we talked about your cholesterol levels and making sense of the numbers. Not to be fearful of the numbers, but knowing what direction you can take to actually take ownership of your well-being and kind of course correct through mindful daily practices and habits. Our nutrients, our movements, our hydration, the quality of food that we consume, even energetic consummation. That means media sources, programs, streaming channels, conversations you might overhear of someone else having conversations of. And you might absorb some of that energetic information. Okay? Now that goes to a deeper profile than the physicality of the body. And our physical body can tell us a lot more about ourselves than we actually give it credit to. And more than what we have actually been led to believe in the power of our body. You see, whenever someone is deemed unwell or sick, they have been trained to think in the capacity of, I need to go see someone else to fix this problem. But what happens when that occurs? And I'm not saying that there is a negative aspect of this or exclusively only positive aspects. But you might go see a doctor to find out what's wrong, what's going on with your body, right? And they might give you an identity, a classification. Now, you don't have to own that identity, but a lot of times when we receive that identity, our guard is down. And because we see them as an authoritative figure, so we're trusting the information that comes from them. A lot like if I were to say, your cholesterol levels are out of normal range, they might give you a classification of prognosis or diagnosis of identity. But that doesn't mean that that's who you are. That just means that you have a key aspect of where you can go and what you can do, physical, actual steps, to remedy this situation. Because what you're going to get from them is probably medication that's only going to serve the symptoms at the surface level, which will probably be blockers or receptor interrupters, but it never addresses the root cause. You see, a fundamental universal law is cause and effect. An effect cannot occur without having first a cause for it to exist. If that cause and effect keep looping itself, we have to disrupt the pattern. We might disrupt it in elevating our lifestyle changes in what we consume, what we give our attention to, and understanding the mechanics of the intelligence of the body. Okay, a lot of the information that I consume and absorb, I understand it at a deeper component level that I probably couldn't put completely into common words of understanding because of how fast it flows through me. That I might take silent breaks or pauses that seem to not end. But that's because I'm channeling up the energy of that information that I have consumed, applied, practiced, and the observational outcome without setting an expectation of what has occurred, what I have learned through the process. And some of the resources that I have is like Conquering Any Disease. These books are put out by doctors, licensed doctors on the body, the health, the nutrition, you name it. As well as this one. This has been my go-to thing when people say, okay, I'm on a medication and I would really like to know what an alternative method might be in a natural format to serve me in the same capacity. And I'm going to say one of the first things is a lifestyle change. What you are consuming is one of the lifestyle changes. What you are doing with your body is a lifestyle change. You don't have to spend 3 hours in the gym every single day to get a fit, healthy body. But you do have to move the body in a conscious, intended way. So when you are consuming food, your brain, your salivatory glands, your throat, your esophagus, your whole intestinal tract, small intestines, large intestines, the gallbladder, liver, colon, rectum, and anus, right? This is all components of your digestive gut system in its own network of things. It's still interconnected within your body and also interconnected with your nervous system as well. But this week we talk about the gut, okay? Understanding the processes of what you are consuming, how it's broken down, why it's crucial to drink clean water. Otherwise, your gut's going to keep recycling that old stagnant water until you are super dehydrated, or you replenish it with fresh drinking water, and then it's going to release it out of your system through one of the many intelligent ways that it releases out of your system. So we're going to go over 5 days in this mini-series of Did You Know? Understanding your gut, understanding food and how it's broken down, because it's more than just a simplified process. It's actually an intelligent process that happens without you consciously telling your body to do so. That would get exhausting if you had to tell your body to do exactly what it already does, because then you would have to go into your body and learn your body, know what to fire, know when to stop firing something, know when to de-stress, know when too much stress is in the body. Your body will alert you and inform you in its intelligent signaling way, hey, we need to send energy this way. We need to send our attention this way. Okay? So if you are someone that is challenged in the digestive tract system, gastrointestinal system, small intestine, large intestines, you name it, I would encourage you to stay perceptive to the information that comes out. The first one is already up today. You can check it on my Facebook main profile. But we're going to go into a deeper layer of understanding it, okay? But I don't want to give you so much information that it becomes overwhelming or beyond the complexities, okay? Really, the body is of complex network, but absolutely happens in the most easy ebb and flow simplistic way, okay? And lean into those gut instincts, because your body's trying to tell you something about yourself. All right? I look forward to this week and delivering you a 5-day mini-series of Did You Know involving the gut. Have a great day. Drink water. Get out in nature. Exercise a little bit. Elevate some food. Okay?